Hello and welcome to Active Ideas. My name's Kingsley and this is a super exciting video. I think this is potentially one of the best watches that Suunto do. It is the Suunto Race S Titanium. So they released earlier in the year the Suunto Race S, which is Suunto's smaller version of the Race, and now we have a titanium version to compare it against. And lots of reviewers will say there's not much difference apart from the titanium, but I'm here to say actually I think there are some big differences between the Suunto Race S and the Suunto Race S Titanium. So let's dive into this video and check it out. So just in terms of the boxing experience of the Suunto Race S and Suunto Race S Titanium, it's very similar, very Apple-esque, and it feels really nice actually, very professional to unbox these watches. You kind of unwrap them and out pops this magical black box with your watch inside. It's exactly like an Apple Watch, and when you open up your box you'll find the Suunto Race S Titanium. Now I unboxed this with Erin. We drove off to the Lake District to climb some of the UK's highest and most dangerous mountains, and yeah, we used this to kind of navigate our way through all the bogs, all of the grade 1 scrambling along the way, and it's really good fun. Erin's been using the Apple Watch SE, and her switching over to Suunto to try this out in the mountains. She absolutely loved the mapping and navigation features, and I actually left her to navigate for a lot of the course, and she left her to it and would follow behind because it can be a pain when you're the person in charge of navigating for a whole kind of 8-hour ultra run or hike. So it was really cool to let someone else take the lead a little bit. The first thing we noticed about the Race S Titanium when we unboxed this at the Airbnb was how soft the watch strap is, and I think this watch strap is a fantastic design. It's got lots of holes in it and it's just really soft and comfortable. It's so hard to describe, but this watch strap has a slightly different feel to it in terms of the silicone. I don't know if it's a bit thinner, a bit more compact. I don't know how they've designed this in the factory, but it feels really nice on the wrist. It feels very breathable and so lightweight as well. So I'm absolutely loving the watch strap. And in this specific titanium canary color, I just love the design as well. It blends so nicely with that titanium bezel, this white watch strap, and it fades into yellow as well. So I'm just absolutely digging the colorway. So if you want to get the Suunto Race S Titanium, I personally recommend this. I just think it looks absolutely stunning. Now, one thing I haven't seen any reviewers mention about this titanium version is that the crown is actually really nice to use. And I think, yeah, with the original Suunto Race S, so this is the steel version, the crown just felt a little bit slippy. And I think if you're not that OCD like I am, you're probably not even going to notice this, but I just noticed that crown could just be a little bit better. And on the Race S Titanium, I really feel that they've improved that. And the way that this crown feels, it's just got the right weight to it. I think that's the right word. It has the correct weight to it. And when you turn that dial, it moves in the way that you feel like it should. And that really helps you feel like you're at one with the software. And again, you always have the option to use the touchscreen on the Suunto Race S. So again, obviously this watch is titanium, which means it's lighter than the steel version that we've got over here. And even with this silicone band on, I've got a super lightweight nylon strap on my steel Suunto Race S, and the silicone band, this watch feels so much lighter. So I think you're saving about 7 grams. But if you're someone who really likes that fitness tracker, bio tracker feeling to your watches, a bit like a Whoop strap, something that you can forget about, but also use it when you need to, you're going to really love the weight and feel of the Suunto Titanium. In terms of the glass used, and a lot of people were hoping that you'd get a sapphire display on the titanium. Unfortunately, you're only getting strengthened Gorilla Glass. So how have I found this Gorilla Glass over the past 6 months? Obviously, I tested a lot of watches. I'm wearing the Polar Vantage M3 on my right hand. I've got the Fenix 8 on my left hand. I'm testing lots of Suunto watches. Lots of my watches just get chucked in my bag over there. I don't protect them. I chuck them in with my house keys, my car keys, and we go off traveling and shooting content for Active Ideas YouTube channel. I can honestly say that the Suunto Race S has held up really well, and I have found a few scratches on the steel version, so I'll zoom in so that you can see them. But again, that's after being super reckless. We're talking worst case scenario, chucking this in your bag next to your car keys and really not giving a fuck, to be honest. So I think 99% of people are going to be absolutely fine with Gorilla Glass. If you look after it, you're not going to notice scratches. And I've taken this rock climbing up into the mountains, again chucked it against my car keys, and yeah, only a few kind of microscopic scratches on this Gorilla Glass. So you should be fine. And if you are worried and maybe thinking about using this watch super long term, like you want to get like 6 years or plus out of it, maybe you can get yourself a screen protector to protect the glass basically. So next we're going to dive into GPS accuracy. That's the next thing that come to my mind. And when I was up in the mountains with Erin, again in the lakes, the highest point in the UK, it was really useful to have Suunto on us. I actually actually used the steel version on our trip, and I let Erin use the titanium version. And what was great when we were up in the mountains is that when you turn the watch to navigate, the compass and map orientate themselves with your body. And we got to a really sketchy part in Cumbria. It's called the Fox's Tarn, and it's how you get from the Scafell Peak to the Scafell's Pike, and you have to climb down to Mickledore and climb up to the Pike. There's lots of grade 1 scrambling down an actual waterfall, I'd call it. Like, it was a gill, but it felt like a waterfall. I was terrified, and it was just so nice to have this on us, so that when we turned our body, we were like, right, let's go down that way, because you don't want to take the wrong turning when you're scrambling down a gill with water rushing down it, I'll tell you that now. So the navigation on Suunto was fantastic, and that is the combination of the GPS working with that compass accuracy and the map overlay. It all just works out really well in keeping you safe as an athlete. So GPS gets a tick up from me. If you want to dive into some super technical GPS accuracy testing, where I test the Suunto race versus the Fenix 8, check out my video here where I do a quantified scientist style video diving into that specific data. And talking of the Quantified Scientist YouTube channel, I've done a very similar video testing the Suunto Race S versus the Fenix 8 in terms of this heart rate. So how is the heart rate on the Suunto Race S Titanium? So they have actually improved the heart rate on the Suunto Race S series and installed a brand new generation heart rate tracker on it, and I've seen some really good results, and in many cases actually outperformed the £1,000 Garmin that I've got on my wrist here. So for the money, you are sub $400 pounds, and yeah, this is just an absolute bargain that you're getting fantastic battery life, heart rate tracking and GPS tracking all in one kind of watch. So this was just a first impressions video of the Suunto Race S Titanium. Again, I think the crown is improved and it's really nice to use the crown now. It feels great, and I would upgrade the extra money, which isn't too much, just to get that crown feeling, which is just the perfect weight to it. The build quality feels a little bit better. Obviously, you've got the added lightweightness of the titanium bezel. The strap is an improvement for me. I like the way the strap looks and feels. It just feels so soft. Maybe it's just in my head, but this strap just feels so nice. And if you don't notice difference, you will notice difference in design. Again, the blend of the white strap into that yellow fade, I think looks really good with that titanium color. And if you have any questions about how this compares to the brand new Polar Vantage M3 or Fenix 8, leave a comment down below. Peace out.